Hello, Bethany George, follow-up boss. I am always talking about Pipedrive, and I wanted to show you why I love Pipedrive. This is a CRM, customer relationship management software, customer relationship manager. It is a software to make your life so much easier. And the number one reason that I hear that most business owners and entrepreneurs do not have a CRM is the cost and the time it takes to get to know and properly implement it, but also they just don't understand what it does for them. So let me show you why a CRM will revolutionize your business and completely change your entire sales process. So this here is the inside of Pipedrive, and right now what we're looking at is the heart and blood of your customer relationship manager, which is the contact. This is the contact page. This is the profile, and this is the importance of everything. So right here I have an example of Anna Smith. She is my little made-up character, but this is her profile. And what I want to show you here is what it holds for you. So within Pipedrive, it has all of the data that you essentially need for this person with the ability to customize and make it how you want to make it. Now, for example, if you'll look here on the screen where my little mouse is moving, right there, those are the fields that you can customize and make your own. So I do a lot of custom fields. They're super easy to make. I simply click on custom fields right here and make it however I want. One example of something that is critically important for my contacts is having their social media links. So right here, you'll see I have a link for the Facebook profile. If I click on that, it moves over and you will see I actually linked it with my own personal profile. There it is. So what I love about this is because I connect with people on social media a lot, I find this is a very important process of how I get to build know, like, and trust. I want to make sure I have those links. I also use it as a way to communicate with them beyond just email. I want to communicate with them in multiple ways. So if I have their link, I can simply click over, and then you can't see it here because I'm looking at my own profile, but it would say message. I can click on message and I can look at any communication we've had that way. I can then also type in a message and I can copy and paste it straight on over to Pipedrive and keep track of that. When someone is a new contact, I have it set up in Pipedrive to automatically tell me to connect on social media because that's important. So see how I've already done that. Now you'll notice I don't have a link here yet for LinkedIn. So if I go over to LinkedIn, similar way, here's my profile again. I can copy and paste this link right here. Copy, paste, bam. Same thing. Now I have contact. I know I've connected with them. I click done on that little tab and ta-da, I am completed with that particular task. These tasks are critically important because when it comes to any contact, those are seeds that we are nurturing. We want to make sure we take care of them over the long term. So we need to make sure we have lots of activities. There's what it's called. These little things here are called activities. We want to make sure we have some intentional activities set for every contact we have in here. And I only put contacts in here that I have connected with in some personal way. So I don't dump a bunch of leads into here personally. But if I had a handful of, say, leads, I would stick them in here with the intention of building a relationship. And so I'd have very set processes over a time frame, that kind of dripping method in here. So you'll see there's a whole bunch of other little fields here that I would normally use. I can add notes. Activities is what this is. There's a way to make phone calls, emails. I can upload files. So lots of different things there. You can't see it here because I don't actually have any emails, but there is an email connected. You'll see it right here. If there is email communication between my email and them, it would show up down here in a big long list in chronological order, all the communication we'd had, along with any of these checked activities. So I could literally look at a chronological history of our interactions via email and all pegged interactions. And if I said connect on social media, perhaps I said I wanted to reach out with them to LinkedIn and send them a message. I could literally create an activity. I'm just going to show you a quick example. I could create an activity. I'm going to do it as a task. message on LinkedIn. I can set it for the date, save it, and it will show up here. And then the day that I do it, I could click on it again. I can copy paste that message into this little box right here. I can click mark done and save. And now it would actually show up here. Let me actually add a little thing here. So you'll see that it actually will show up right there. So again, chronologically saved so I can keep track of all interactions with that person. So awesome. Right here is a label or a tag. I have mine set up. Now this is a little more advanced, but I have mine set up that when I set them for a certain tag, certain things happen. And I do this on purpose because when I initially meet with somebody, I want to make sure that we interact with intention over a long period of time. And I can't keep it up here because I have too many connections to do that with. So what I'll do is I set Pipedrive to create reminders for me over the long term so I can do that. So when I make a tag, all of these just got created. And it literally, it may look like a lot, but it's literally about one a month for the next 6 months. And there's a couple right at the beginning. But those are all things and interactions and ways that I put effort and time into that connection. But I'm also smart about it. So some of these are about sharing information with them about who and what I am and also serving them. And so what I can do with that is I can create template emails so that I simplify the process. And one example is if I wanted to do, we'll do an example of an invite to a networking group that I do. I just saw it. I click on that. Hey, Anna, I would want to invite you to join me on Fridays at noon for a great virtual networking group. And then I have all the data inside of there. And that is pretty much all in this case I need to do. Now I can click send and it's ready to go. It's a great way of working smarter, not harder, and keeping up with your contacts. It's not an automated email like you would find in your email marketing, because I'm sending this out specifically and intentionally, and it comes through my email. And I can even add personalized data before I send it. And so many of my templates actually have place for personalized data, usually just a couple sentences, but something I want to say personally to that person so they know that it's not an automated email, but I actually care about them. And all of my contacts look like that. This is the heart and blood of Pipedrive. And I mentioned all these activities. So like at the beginning of the day, what I do is I literally go over here to my today activities and I have exactly what I need to do for the day ready for me. And then I can go in there and make sure I get those things done. And so I don't have to think, what am I supposed to do today? Who am I supposed to be contacting? Who did I forget? I don't have to do any of that. It's already in here for me. And there's so much more available in Pipedrive, but that is the heart of it. That is what I want you to see, and that is what I want you to implement in your business. When you have a process like this, when you understand that every contact you make is a seed that you need to nurture and take care properly, allow it to grow to its full potential, not try to rush the harvest. Too often in sales, we feel like we're trying to rush them to a sale because the biggest reason, we're afraid they're going to get away from us. If we have them in a system, we are connected with them in multiple ways. We're building a relationship. We get to know them as a person. Then we don't need to worry about them running away, unless it's someone we simply don't need to have in our business anyways. So this is how we do this. This is how we cultivate a relationship with them, is a system and a strategy. And I help you with both of those. If you are looking to get started in building a good, solid business, to do better in sales, to build relationships, and to understand all that follow-up encompasses, please reach out to me. I have multiple ways that I work with my clients to help them understand how to get implemented into a system like this. Not just the ins and outs, we'll make sure all the settings are right, but also I help you get a strategy in place. I help you understand the nuances of relationships, because we are, like I've mentioned before, we're nurturing a seed, and it's also very similar to dating, because this is relationships Relationships can be complicated, so we have to understand the nuances of how to build those. If any of that makes sense to you, if it sounds like something that you're struggling with in your business, please reach out to me. Let's talk about what ways I can support you in your business. I want to see you become a follow-up boss. Have a great day.